Hey everybody, I just want to give you an overview of my personal visit to the K&W restaurant earlier today. Um, every year at Thanksgiving they always have a Thanksgiving meal special, and last year was $7.49. This year is $8.99. This includes turkey and dressing, your choice of two sides, your choice of dessert, and a choice of beverage. Um, but apparently there must have been a limit of two this year. But when I went through the line, it seemed like the staff always seemed to get a little stressed out, and but the cashier just did not seem to know really what was going on, or just didn't know how to explain the special very well. And when I say that, I mean that my mom was in front of me and she asked her about the price of the egg salad, which is in a separate cooler, and the cashier just said, well, $5 and something. Well, my mom ended up being charged $11 for it, but she didn't realize it after she walked out. And the cashier was trying to explain something about the specials, that she couldn't get three specials or something, and she said, well, I can give you one of them as manager special. And then she said, well, I'll let you have all three of them for as the manager special, which is $5.99. And so mom said, okay, because we were looking at each other like, what do you mean she can't get three specials? And this wasn't being really clear about it, as if they didn't know how to explain it. If there was a limit of two, they should have just easily said there's only a limit of two specials per person, or you're only allowed a limit of two specials per person. But I never heard them say that. And when it was my turn to pay, I had three specials, or so I thought I did. And the cashier was saying something about, well, I can't let you have two, and as a matter of fact, she only let me get two teas, sweet teas to go with them. And she said, I can give you one as a manager special. And I was confused. I'm like, what's going on here? And so she told the manager to go and put the sign over there near the register so people could see it. So I looked at the sign, and I still did not see anything on the sign that said a limit of two specials per person. But I didn't have my reading glasses on, so it's possible I just did not see it. And I did see fine print, so it may have been in the fine print somewhere. I just couldn't see it. But you would think that instead of going through saying all these sentences that wasn't making any sense, that they would just easily say, well, there's only a limit of two specials per customer. But I did not hear that either. It just seemed like they were just being very confusing as to what they were trying to say, because it was confusing me. And so anyway, it took us an hour just to get through the line, and that was just being at the door, just being lined up to the door, and which is very unusual. And because it should not have taken that long. I think the problem was at the cashier's end, because it was taking so long just to check out. And I'm not saying their job is easy, because I know their job is complicated. I'm sure they were dealing with a lot of difficult customers. And of course I was trying to be as easy and to get along with as possible, and I never try to make anything complicated. I didn't question anything. I just said, okay, just give me two teas and that's it, because I was ready to go as well. And of course this year, normally every year they've always asked what kind of desserts you want, and then they get your desserts and put them in a bag. But this time they allowed the customers to pick out their desserts, and they did not even have the desserts lined up with the name tag correctly. And I thought I was getting a pecan chocolate pie, and I think it was just a regular pecan pie. And they normally have like these soft, fluffy rolls, but this time it was two little small rolls that came with each meal. Don't get me wrong, they were good. I'm just telling you what the difference was this year. As I said, the names were not even matched up with the pies, so you just some of them you had to kind of guess what they were. But anyway, that's just was my personal experience going in K&W. And And then when I got home, if I'd known this was going to happen, I would have taken a picture of the food. Normally they put a lot of gravy over the dressing, but this time they did not, and the dressing itself was really dry. It was so dry that when I moved the turkey off the top of it, the dress was so dry it literally fell apart. That's never happened either. So anyway, just want to give you a quick overview of my personal opinion and my personal experience. You know, you may have had a completely different experience. Your food may have been completely different. So as I said, you know, this is just my personal experience and my personal opinion. But anyway, wishing everybody out there a happy and tasty Thanksgiving.